Hello, welcome back to Let's Play Jane's Fighters Anthology as we continue with the reference materials. So today we will be going over the Q-5 Fantan. Q-5 title, NAMC Q-5, Chinese name King GG-5, or I guess that would be Qing GG-5, Attack Aircraft 5, or Chiang 5. Westernized designation A5, NATO reporting name Fantan. Type single-seat close air support and ground attack aircraft with air-to-air combat capability. Program derivative of J6 fighter, see 1989 to 1990 and earlier Janes for details of changes. Originating August 1958 as Shenyang design proposal. Responsibility assigned to Nanchang. Prototype program canceled 1961 but kept alive by a small team and resumed officially 1963. First flight, 4th of June 1965. Preliminary design certificate awarded in pre-production batch. Authorized late 1965, but further modifications to fuel, armament, hydraulic, and other systems found necessary, leading to flight tests of two much modified prototypes from October of 1969. Series production approved at end of 1969, deliveries beginning 1970. Improved Q-5I, proposed 1976, flight tested late 1980 and certified for production 20th of October 1981, by which time Pakistan had placed an order for the A5C modified export version in April of 1981. First A5C deliveries January of 1983, completed January of 1984. Domestic Q5IA, incorporating many of the A5C improvements, certified January of 1985. Design study by Flight Refueling of UK, incorporated in mid-1980s for a receiver version with Xeon H6 as tanker, but no go-ahead for conversion given. Upgrade programs involving Western avionics started in 1986 with France, the Q5K, Kong Yun, and Italy, A5M, but Kong Yun program terminated in 1990, details in 1990 to 1991 Janes. Batch production of all versions was continuing in 1993. And I believe the reason for that cancellation was Tiananmen Square, the Tiananmen Square massacre. That's what led a lot of the West to basically stop giving military-grade avionics to the Chinese. And you'll see that a couple of their projects were, they were about to get, all these Western radars and avionics, and then Tiananmen Square happened, and boop, now they got to develop it on their own. Design features: mid-mounted swept-back wings with deep full-chord fence on each upper surface at mid-span. Air intake on each side of fuselage, abreast of cockpit. Twin jet pipe side-by-side at rear with upper and lower pen nib fairings aft the nozzles. Center fuselage is area rolled waist. Rear fuselage detachable aft of wing trailing edge for engine axis. Dorsal spine fairing, shallow ventral strake under each jet pipe, all swept tail surfaces. Wings have 52 degrees 30-minute sweep at quarter chord and 4 degrees anhedral from roots. Tailplane has 6 degrees 30 minutes anhedral. Structure: conventional all-metal stressed skin structure. Multi-spar wings have 3-point attachment to fuselage. Fuselage built in forward and rear portions. Landing gear: hydraulically retractable wide-track tricycle type with single wheel and oleo pneumatic shock absorber on each unit. Main units retract inward in the wings, non-steerable nose wheel forward in the fuselage, rotating through 87 degrees to lie flat in gear bay. Main wheels have size 830 by 205 millimeter tubeless tires and disc brakes. Tall braking parachute deployed when aircraft is 1 meter or 3.3 feet above the ground, and bullet fairing beneath rudder. Power plant: 2 Shenyang WP6 turbojets, each rated at 22.5 kilonewtons or 5,732 pounds force dry, and 31.87 kilonewtons or 7,165 pounds force with afterburning, mounted side-by-side in rear fuselage. Improved WP6A engines, see A5M entry for details, available optionally. Lateral air intake with small splitter plate for each engine, hydraulically actuated nozzles. Internal fuel in 3 forward and 2 rear fuselage tanks with combined capacity of 3,648 liters or 964 US gallons or 802.5 imperial gallons. Provision for carrying a 760 liter or 201 US gallon or 167 imperial gallon drop tank on each center underwing pylon to give a max internal-external fuel capacity of 5,168 liters, or 1,366 US gallons, or 1,136.5 imperial gallons. When center wing stations are occupied by bombs, a 400 liter or 105.7 US gallon or 88 imperial gallon drop tank can be carried instead on each outboard underwing pilot. Accommodation: pilot only under one-piece jettisonable canopy, which is hinged at rear and opens upward. Downward view over nose and level flight is 13 degrees 30 minutes. Low speed seat allows for safe ejection within speed range of 135 to 458 knots, or 250 kilometers per hour to 850 kilometers per hour, or 155 miles per hour to 528 miles per hour at zero height or above. Aircraft in Pakistan service have Martin Baker PKD-1000 ejection seats. Armor plating in some areas of cockpit to protect pilot from anti-aircraft gunfire. The cockpit pressurized and air conditioned. Avionics include CT3 VHF comm transceiver, WL7 radio compass, WG4 low altitude radar altimeter, LTC2 horizon gyro, YD3 IFF, Type 930 radar warning receiver, antenna and fin tip, and XS6 marker beacon receiver. Combat camera and small teardrop fairing on starboard side of nose, not on export models. Odd rods type IFF aerials under nose on Q5 variants, replaced on A5C by a single blade antenna. Space provision in nose and center fuselage for additional or updated avionics, including an attack radar. Armament. Internal armament consists of one 23mm cannon, Norinco Type 23-2K, with 100 rounds in each wing root. 10 attachment points normally for external stores, 2 pairs in tandem under center of fuselage, and 3 under each wing. 1 inboard and 2 outboard of main wheel leg. Fuselage stations can each carry a 250 kilogram bomb, Chinese 250-2 or 250-3 type, or a US Mark 82 or Snake Eye or a French Durandal or similar. Inboard wing stations can carry 6 kilogram or 25 kilogram practice bombs or a pod containing 8 Chinese 57-2 57mm rockets, or 7 68mm rockets, or 7 Norinco 90-1 90mm rockets, or 4 130-1 130mm rockets. Center wing stations can carry a 500 kilogram or 750 pound bomb, a BL 755 600 pound cluster bomb, a Chinese 250-2 or 250-3 bomb, US Mark 82 or Snake Eye, French Durandal, or similar, or a Chinese C-801 anti-shipping missile. Normal bomb carrying capacity is 1,000 kilograms or 2,205 pounds. Max capacity, 2,000 kilograms or 4,410 pounds. Instead of bombs, center wing stations can each carry a 760-liter drop tank, see power plant paragraph, or ECM pod. Outboard wing stations can each be occupied by a 400-liter drop tank when the larger tank is not carried on the center wing station, or by air-to-air missiles such as the PL-2, PL-2B, PL-7, AIM-9 Sidewinder, and Matra R-550 Magic. Dimensions: external wingspan Q-5 IA 9.68 meters or 31 feet 9 inches. The A5C is 9.7 meters or 31 feet 10 inches. Wing aspect ratio 3.37. Length overall, including nose probe on the Q5 IA, 15.65 meters or 51 feet 4 1/4 inches. On the A5C, 16.255 meters or 53 feet 4 inches, excluding nose probe. On the A5C, 15.415 meters or 50 feet 7 inches. Height overall on the Q5 IA, 4.333 meters or 14 feet 2 3/4 inches. On the A5C, 4.516 meters or 14 feet 9 3/4 inches. Areas for both the Q5 IA and A5C: wings gross 27.95 meters squared or 300.85 square feet. Vertical tail surfaces total 4.64 meters squared or 49.94 square feet. Weights and loadings: weight empty on the Q5 IA, 6,375 kilograms or 14,054 pounds. On the A5C, 6,494 kilograms or 14,317 pounds. Fuel max internal 2,827 kilograms or 6,322 pounds. Max internal external 4,005 kilograms or 8,829 pounds. Max external stores load 2,000 kilograms or 4,410 pounds. Max wing loading clean for the Q-5IA is 339.4 kilograms per meter squared, or 69.5 pounds per square foot. On the A5C, 341 kilograms per meter squared, or 69.9 pounds per square foot. With max external stores, the Q5IA 423.3 kilograms per meter squared, or 86.7 pounds per square foot. On the A5C, 429.3 kilograms per meter squared, or 87.9 pounds per square foot. Max power loading clean Q5IA 148.8 kilograms per kilonewton, or 1.46 pounds per pound thrust. On the A5C, 149.5 kilograms per kilonewton, or 1.47 pounds per pound thrust. With max external stores, Q5IA 185.6 kilograms per kilonewton, or 1.82 pounds per pound thrust. On the A5C, 188.3 kilograms per kilonewton, or 1.85 pounds per pound of thrust. Performance A5C at max clean takeoff weight with afterburning, except where indicated. Max limiting Mach number 1.5. Max level speed at 11,000 meters or 36,000 feet, Mach 1.12, or 643 knots or 1,190 kilometers per hour or 740 miles per hour. At sea level, 653 knots or 1,210 kilometers per hour or 752 miles per hour. Max rate of climb at 5,000 meters or 16,400 feet, 4,980 to 6,180 meters per minute, or 16,340 to 20,275 feet per minute. Service ceiling 15,850 meters or 52,000 feet. G limits with full load of bombs and or drop tanks is +5. With drop tanks empty, it's 6.5, and clean it's +7.5. Max rate of climb depending upon airfield elevation and temperature. Length 15.41 meters, height 4.33 meters, wingspan 9.68 meters, max takeoff weight 9,530 kilograms. Max wing load 339.4 kilograms per meter squared, max level speed 653 knots, max range 1,080 nautical miles, takeoff run 750 meters, landing run 1,060 meters. Service ceiling 15,850 meters. And here we can see, I believe this was, no, I don't think it was. But here you can see it's a swept wing. I want to say it was originally made, like designed to be an interceptor, but it didn't have the performance to be an interceptor. Because the Chinese wanted to start designing their own stuff after the Sino-Soviet split, so they just turned it into a ground attack fighter. And it continues to see service nowadays. It's got updated avionics, so it can use smart weapons and precision-guided weapons. There's a variant for the Chinese Navy, I think, for the anti-shipping role. That lets it carry the more modern cruise missiles. And all in all, it seems solid enough. Simple, but solid. And here you can see all the two outboard and the inboard hard points that they actually took care of the modeling. And they got some strakes in the wings there, so interesting little aircraft, but seems pretty solid, and certainly but unfortunately in air-to-air combat it's not a contender, as we saw in the Chinese campaign. Especially when they are up against an F-22. So but that will conclude us for today. So with that, thank you all for watching, and stay tuned for next time. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you then.